everybody, Chasing Lamely here with the January channel update that I promised you. Happy New Year to one and all. This is going to be the biggest channel update I've ever done, so you'll probably have seen there's going to be some length to it as opposed to the sort of 2-3 minute channel updates that I would normally do. Before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe. You'll see the magic graphic there. And the socials are all below: Twitter, Insta and Patreon. Right, before we get into everything, the Chasing Lamely channel, the channel you're currently watching, I'm going to take a small break from sort of now until the end of the month. I mean, when I say a small break, it's going to be a case of less content rather than no content. And the reason for this being is, as most of you are aware, I am a law student, a postgraduate law student, and I have so many exams this month that it's unreal. I think I've got 6 over the next 3 or 4 weeks. And I really need to focus on those, so I need to kind of divert some attention away from the channel. So I hope you'll all understand that, because, you know, life has to come first in many respects, and that's a really big part of my life, as you can probably understand. I've put a lot of work into getting to the postgraduate law degree stage, and I'd like to, you know, try and maintain some semblance of, you know, results happening would be nice. So that's going to be the kind of channel update. There will be videos. They may not all be FM videos that come out. There may not be a schedule to it. It may not be one series or the other. You may find that I put out a few more City Skylines videos or things like that, because they help me to relax more than you know, you've seen me playing FM. I get a little bit stressed when I play FM. I'm already a little bit stressed about exams. I can usually just relax when I'm playing City Skylines or various other things. There might be some random Steam games that appear, just to help me kind of take the edge off the stress. So I hope you'll kind of stick around for that and not get too upset if I don't continue the Sunderland and Harchester series every day like I have been. It's just a time crunch / I don't want to get over stressed and burn myself out and fail my exams. So I really hope you'll understand that. However, I did promise you there was going to be some really big news, and I've got so much really big news in this update that I hope will long term make up for the lack of videos over the next few weeks. The first piece of news that I've got for you is that I'm launching 3 new channels because I'm completely insane. The first of the new channels that I'm launching, I'm really excited about this one, is going to be called Let's Talk Sports. There'll be links in the description below for all of these channels so you can go and subscribe and get involved. So the first one's going to be called Let's Talk Sports. You may have seen I've uploaded a few kind of test versions of it to this channel over the last couple of months, where I've been talking about F1, or I've talked about football, or just general opinions and news, and that's kind of what it's going to be. But the big headline with the channel is that it's going to be an open source thing. So there will be other YouTubers who will submit videos who will put on the channel. There will be a few of my colleagues from Spark FM in Sunderland are also going to be getting involved and putting their work up as well. So we'll have a lot of faces. It won't just be this. There'll be a lot of other faces that come up. One of the first pieces of content that's going to be coming up, I don't think it'll be the first, but one of the first pieces that's coming up, is there's a really excellent documentary on the recent history of River Plate in Argentina that has been done by one of my colleagues at Spark. It's absolutely incredible. I've heard the audio version. I haven't seen the complete video yet because the video part is still being put together. But the audio it's one of the most incredible football documentaries I've ever come across, and I think you're really going to enjoy that. So that's going to be Let's Talk Sports. If you want to get involved, get in touch with me on Twitter at Chasing Lamely. If you want to talk about sports, any sports, it's going to cover football, it's going to cover motorsports, it will cover pro wrestling, it will cover anything you want. Rugby, if you want to talk about cricket, get in touch. We'll have a talk, we'll get you involved. There is a whole revenue sharing scheme should, you know, enough of you lovely people decide to come and join us over there. There's a whole scheme where, you know, we'll all share in the burden, the burden and the profit, communist style, and it'll all work out beautifully. So that's the Let's Talk Sports channel, and I really hope you'll come and join me there. I'm also, I say launching, I'm actually relaunching my music channel, which is just called Chris Music. For those of you who've seen me talking on Twitter over the last few months, you'll know I'm really, really passionate about music, and I've always sang, or I've played guitar, or you know, you can see my keyboard hiding behind me. I'm a musician at heart as well as everything else, and I've always enjoyed singing. I really want to start putting some stuff out. It'll mostly be covers and things like that, you know, to start off with. I will start putting some original stuff. Over the lockdown that we had in the summer that we're all trying to forget happened, I actually wrote 150 songs, and I'm still working them together. and I want to use this as kind of my musical output, and I thought I'd rather have it on a separate channel than clutter up the gaming channel, because I know most of you guys are just here to watch me make silly faces and silly noises whilst I play video games. So there's going to be a whole music channel again, link in the description below, if you want to come and support me over there. I can't guarantee it'll be everyone's thing. It's going to be a lot of pop, a lot of country, a lot of blues, probably a lot of jazz. It's the kind of thing I tend to work in, so don't go over there expecting me to drop some massive EDM thing. If that's your thing, I'm not going to do it, and there's probably not going to be a hip-hop career launching from it, because as much as I can sort of rap, I'm probably not going to, because I sound like this, and it's not really what you want to hear from a hip-hop artist, I don't think. And the final one, this is the big one, guys, and I've wanted to kind of talk to you about this for a while. There's going to be another, the final channel is going to be called Chris Life. It's going to be a vlog channel, because I will partly be talking about my life in general, life as a law student. I think there's a lot of things that come up, and I know because I watch a lot of law YouTubers that sometimes us sharing our experiences can be really helpful to each other. So I will put some bits about that up there and bits about my general everyday life. But this is kind of the big headline of the video, and I'm going to fully understand if some people immediately click unsubscribe upon me telling you this, because I know how the world works. I'm not young. I know how the world works and how people think, and I get it. I've only told family and close friends and colleagues this so far, but I have to put it out publicly on the YouTube because you guys have been here with me. I have, over the last year or two, been coming to terms with and accepting and admitting to myself that I am transgender, which, for those of you who don't understand these basic terms, I'm sure there's a few of you who just will shrug, means that I have always felt like I should have been born female. And I've been living with this my entire life since I was a kid, and it's always been kind of stuck in the back of my head, but I've never really addressed it because I grew up in the 90s and it wasn't a thing. Like, those of you who've seen episodes of Friends will understand, I think, just how not a thing that was. It was never considered okay or acceptable to talk about, and I kept it away. And I think a few of you know, who've been with me since the start of the channel, that I have had real issues with my mental health, and it's largely been triggered by the fact that I've been dealing with this huge battle in my head, and I've not been able to express it, or not felt okay to express it, or not come to terms with it, and just felt like I had to hide this away, which is really sad because we live in the 21st century and it's an everyday thing now and we're fine, but it's always been there. And the reason I'm telling you guys, obviously, because, and it's not a quick process, don't expect this to be an overnight thing. I will obviously be changing. I'm now talking to doctors and things and working through the process and seeing where it ends up. It's also been added stress on the channel because, as much as when I do the City Skyline stuff, the Motorsport Manager stuff, I don't appear on camera. I do with pretty much everything else. And there have been times where I have been so worried about the reaction that I would get if I was just me, which is stupid, I think, on the channel, that I've either not recorded videos because I couldn't be bothered to go through the process of changing or sorting my hair out. I mean, I've not sorted my hair out today, as you can tell, it's still a mess. But, there have been times where I've been out with friends and I'll have a full face of makeup and I'll be wearing a dress, and my friends don't care. Like, whatever, it's me, right? They've known me forever, it's me, they're with me, they accept it, they go on, whatever. But I'm also very aware of how jarring that would be on the channel without an explanation, because you're used to seeing me being the guy that plays sports games and makes fun of really silly games about managing strip clubs or whatever. And it's really stressful because I've had days where I've had to come home and I know I've had to get a video recorded, but rather than just sitting down, hitting record, playing the games, having fun, I then have the whole stress where I have to take my face off and I have to, change and put on this kind of super masculine, I'm not super masculine, but, put on this masculine appearance. And I can't do it anymore, guys. I really can't do it anymore. I've been trying, and I've reached a point where it's really sort of starting to upset me. It's really starting to mess with the dysphoria. It's really not okay with me. So if you guys, like I said, if you guys decide that you're not here for that and you just want to go, you know where the unsubscribe button is. Go enjoy whatever. But I need to be honest with you guys. I need to be able to be me with you guys and actually be able to relax when I'm on camera and not have all this extra clutter in my head. And it's not going to be an immediate thing. You're not going to see tomorrow's video come out and suddenly, bang, there I am. We'll do it gradually. We'll kind of break everything in gently. But I know you guys are also going to have questions. And so the reason I'm saying this is because I think once I've got these exams out the way, what we'll do is we'll do a Q&A thing. And I haven't decided if we'll do like a live stream Q&A or we'll do just I'll answer questions that you leave below Q&A or anything like that. I'll announce something close for the time so you guys can kind of prepare for it. But I really want to say thank you for supporting me so far, and thank you for continued support, those who are staying around, and for those who are going to join the other channels and be there for that, because there will be some really good content that comes out through those. Genuinely thank you to all of you. Obviously, thank you for understanding if you're on the train with me still, because it's not going to be easy. There are going to be times where it's going to be hard for me. It's, like I said, it's not a quick process. We're looking probably years, not months, because there's a whole waiting list and a bunch of stuff that I have to go through and things. And I just want to kind of say thank you to everyone. And obviously, because I know some of them will say this, thank you to my family and friends who've been there for me throughout the whole thing while I've been kind of trying to work it out and thinking aloud and that kind of thing. And I want to say a big thank you to my friends in the FM community who know who they are. I'm not going to name them, but they know who they are, who I've spoken to about this, and they've all just kind of been like, yeah, okay, we're there. We're there with you. Go for it. And it's been really great, and I'm really grateful for that. So if you want to kind of follow the journey, because part of the vlog channel will be me kind of documenting that, because there are some really great trans YouTubers out there, and they've been really helpful to me. They've answered a lot of questions I've had, and I want to specifically shout out Samantha Lux and Matilda Hugberg, because they're incredible. I'll link to them below, because those girls are incredible. They're so funny. Even if this is not something that specifically interests you, a lot of their content I think you'll just find hilarious, because they're absolutely brilliant. They've helped, and I think they might help you understand what's going on as they've been helping me. But we'll do a Q&A, we'll do a whole thing. I just wanted to kind of let you guys know this is what's happening. I'm not going to stop it happening because it might upset a couple of people in the comments, because that's their problem, not mine, frankly. But you guys deserve to know. You guys are my audience. I don't want to spring things on you overnight, because whatever. And I don't want you to think immediately, like I said, I'm not going to go appearing full. There's not going to be a full face make, because that takes time. Like, guys who've grown up, guys who've been around, you don't understand. Like, if you've ever complained about how long it takes your girlfriend to get ready for a night out, trust me, you don't even know the half of it. It is not a quick process. So you guys should be aware. And there'll be times where I still don't bother shaving for a few days because I'm super late. It messes with my dysphoria, but I also have that super lazy thing. I'm a YouTuber. Like I have a lazy thing. I play video games. It just happens. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you very much for watching, for sticking with me. Please do follow me at the socials below, because it would be great to kind of hear from you, and especially if you want to get involved in Let's Talk Sports, please get involved. It's going to be it'll be such a fun experience. It's really good. It's going to be a really good community of people, and some really good content coming out from that for sure. And I'm just going to kind of leave it there. Like I said, if you've got questions, leave them in the comments below, and either we'll do a Q&A video or I'll do a live stream and we'll hash it all out. We'll play a video game together, or I'll do something stupid, or we'll work it out. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I know this is probably not what you were expecting when you clicked on our channel update, but there you go, that's life. Sometimes there are surprises, new year, new me, and all that good stuff. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, I've been Chasing Liam Lee. Have a good one.